All right, so excited to have Clay Parnell from Lake Brantley High School. Welcome to the show, Clay.
Thanks, Joe.
Great stuff.
And Clay, we're just going to start off this the show real quick and talk about last year's swim team. I know for the girls last year, you know, highlight was you had the 400 free relay. You finished 5th. A lot of girls coming back. A lot of youth returning to the team for the next couple of years for your girls.
Yeah, last year the thing that I was happiest about is that we all did really well. You know what I mean? We didn't have a real high-level group of kids, but we had 3 relays, all of which should have placed in the top 8. One got DQ'd, but would have placed in the top 8 in the girls' meet, and everybody swam well from top to bottom. So I was very happy about that. We lost one of our key girls, but I think we'll still be about equally as strong. And I'm looking forward to a real good season.
One of the top swimmers for you on the girls' side is going to be Madison Murtaugh. Right, last year she finished 7th and 10th in the 200 and 500 free. So
right, and to be honest with you, I'm looking for much better from her. She went through a kind of a plateau period over the last year and a half. This summer she finally kind of got back on track, did best times in every event, was on the zone team, just finished the zone meet out in Mississippi. So I'm hoping that fires her up. We had a good summer of training. So I'm hoping that that's going to kind of propel her to some better swims
now,
this year.
Is she in your group now? Is she on the club side? Is she in your group?
Yeah, she's been in my senior group since high school season last year.
Yeah, that Murtaugh family's fast, man.
Yeah, and you know when somebody moves in there, you have to figure them out a little bit. And I think we went through unfortunately it was high school season, a period where you're kind of feeling them out and seeing what they do and how they train. And I think finally have got it down to know what she needs to be good, and we found that out this summer, and it really worked out well with her.
The whole 13-14 age group is crazy. You know, for girls, I would
think. Crazy fast.
You know,
depends
and
on
it's just they're up and down with their emotions.
Up
things
and
like
down.
That.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's tough coming out of that flag meet. 14 and unders, which is super fast, to make sure they continue to improve into the senior division.
So it brings them into high school.
Yeah, it does.
So,
it does.
You know, speaking of the whole up and down, let's talk about high school season. You're going to have a young group coming in 2 years they're going to be going out, and then you're going to have a lull coming in as you try. How do you each year trying to compete and always constantly looking back as well, so you have enough depth in there to help support the program?
Well, you don't always have a choice, of course,
right,
as to who's coming in. It's where you live. It's who happens to be in your program coming up in your club team.
Mm-hmm.
Those of us with club teams that basically that come in and man your team. We've got really in the pipeline really boys coming up. We've got a really good group of 13, 14 boys that I'm looking forward to. We also, of course, have girls, but in the future, for the next several years, we're going to be adding some really talented 9th graders coming in that are in our club team. Unfortunately, a lot of them are going to other schools. We seem to be the supplier to everyone else at our own expense, I guess. But, we've got kids going to Apopka, Wekiva, Seminole, Lake Mary, Lyman,
Lake Highland.
Everywhere.
Thank you for that.
A nice little area.
I would appreciate like a gift card at the end of the season from everyone.
Well,
it only takes 10 years to get them there. But I'm glad
everybody helps each other out.
Yes.
We send some out into the world as well.
Yes. I haven't seen you send any our way, but maybe one day. Okay.
We loaned you one,
but I appreciate the thought.
Okay.
But it's tough. It's tough to get kids, from swim lessons to a summer swim league and then into our program, and then you're just hoping they live in your district, and can give you a really great high school program.
Clay, you've dominated that process. I mean, how many state titles have you won?
Well, we've won a lot, but it's been a while. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a while, but we've got like 6 girls and 1 boy state championship, but it's been a while, and I would love to get back there, just like anyone else would. But again, it's where do they live? Do they go to your school? And several years ago, one of our main neighborhoods was rezoned to another school, so we lost those kids that would be coming to Lake Brantley. But we've been working very hard, to be honest with you, with a summer league program of 250 to 350 kids.
Wow, that's a lot, man.
Every summer, hoping that that's going to bring the kids into Lake Brantley. We have a nice swim lesson program. So we've got, start to finish to bring them up. It's just a matter of keeping them in the sport, as you know, keeping them happy, keeping them interested, bringing them along, and hoping they live in your school zone.
I also understand. Yeah, speaking of that, getting kids ready for other high school programs. Lost this young swimmer, good Parnell, I believe his name was. That was not in your district.
No, these Parnell boys, of which there, I believe, 4 of them.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're going to talk about the Parnell boys.